My wife cheated on me 5 years ago and swore she was done with her ex, that she'd purge everything about him and never speak of him again. But then I found his pictures hidden in a drawer in our new house. Recently, we had some spider issues at our house. I was going around trying to get rid of them. I told my wife that I was going to be ruffling around the house if she needed me. As I was going around, I opened this small drawer. And this is where I found the pictures in question. They were of my wife's ex. Earlier in our relationship, she actually cheated on me with said ex. This was before we got married. She begged me to stay and that she was never going to see her ex again. Looking back now, I'm thinking I made a mistake, but I took her back on the basis that I never want to ever hear her talk to him or about him ever again. While it took some work to gain trust again, we did get through it. That was 5 years ago. We got married last year and bought this house together. And that's what effing gets me the most. This wasn't her house from before. She actively brought these pictures here. I told her I found the pictures, and she immediately apologized and said she didn't know she had those pictures. I don't know if I believe her, to be honest. Best comments. As others have said, you really need to take some time to think. Take a couple days solo away from her and really think if this is who you want to spend your life with. It seems like a lot holding you together now, but it's nothing compared to if you choose to parent kids together. If she was unfaithful and has pictures of her ex like this, it's not a good sign she has changed her ways. Sorry, bro. I think going away is a good idea. I'm thinking of divorce right now, and maybe that's for the best, but going away to clear my head sounds good. So, she can have no pictures of her previous life? Ever? She may have gathered them up and threw them in the drawer, not wanting to dispose of them. And you have no right to ask her to. Good Lord, grow up. So, she can have no pictures of her previous life? Is it really that crazy for me to ask her not to have pics of the guy she cheated with? Part of the deal when we reconciled back then was, he's out of her life entirely. I didn't care what good memory she has with him. He's out. She agreed to that. Now I find out she still keeps memories of him. See, that's also part of my issue. My deal was, she can either purge him from her life entirely, or I'd leave. Anyone with a little common sense would know that pictures of the AP are not okay and totally disrespectful to you. That's a part of history you don't want to be reminded of. Opie is her second choice. That's why she cheated with X. Opie Gut is telling him this. I definitely do not think you are overreacting. You are justified in feeling lied to / betrayed by this, considering her past actions. So, I understand why you are distrusting of her over this. As to the pictures themselves, I think we need more context to fully come to an assumption / conclusion on why she still has those pictures. What is the content of the pictures? Are they typical couples photos or group photos with friends? Or are they more sensual, personal photos of her ex? She cheated, he caught her, she begged for forgiveness, and promised her ex would be completely out of her life. They didn't get into that drawer by themselves, and she broke up with her ex 5 years ago. However, they bought the house last year. If they were among many other pictures and she simply forgot to remove them, then it's believable. But just her ex's pictures in a lone drawer? I don't think she's moved on completely. Update number 1, 8 days later. So, I talked to my wife after I had cooled off. Right now, I am thinking we should divorce, but I'm going to try being on my own for a bit. I decided to go travel alone for a bit. My wife and I discussed this, and she's okay with it. We're not on a break, so to speak. So, I'm not going to look to be with other women. I just want to see what it is like to be alone. Just so you all know, if my wife had just forgotten she had those pics, it may have been better. Problem is that they were just pics of him, or both of them together, and there weren't any other things in there, just those pics. Heck, there wasn't even anything in the other drawer. And, I mean, if you moved homes, you're not going to check if you have any junk in a drawer. I just don't believe my wife forgot, or at least didn't realize she had those pics when we moved. I don't care if he was a big part of her life. She still cheated on me with him. I will repeat, she cheated with the guy on the pics. Some of y'all either didn't read or chose to ignore that little detail. It's amazing how many people defended their relationship, or were like, well, technically you said she couldn't talk to him again. You never said anything about pics. Anyway, I do appreciate the support from the rest of you. So right now, I'm thinking divorce, but I just want to make sure I'm happier alone. Best comments. I don't understand. She cheated on you and realized she was making a mistake and clearly didn't want to lose you. So, in the spirit of going forward, why she didn't 100% purged everything prior to this move to a new home and started fresh? I'm sad for you. Good luck, this can't be easy. That was basically what we agreed on, and I was happy with said agreement. But now I found out she didn't keep her end of the agreement. Gonna elaborate on this talk, or what? What's there to elaborate on? She said she forgot she had those pics. I told her I don't believe her. I told her I needed some time to decide if I want to stay in this marriage. She said okay. Was she really that matter of fact, like, okay, let me know what you decide? Because in my mind, if she's really that dry and concerned about her screw up, that would tell me a lot about whether she is truly invested in you and in making the relationship work. Her just saying okay will make me feel pretty shitty. She'd try to talk about counseling and trying to make it up to me. But honestly, at that point, I was just done with trying to talk. I knew that at that time, I at least needed some time for myself. As a woman that kept mementos, it may have nothing to do with you or with them. And maybe she wants to remember herself as she was at that time. And what those mementos remind me of is the fact that she cheated on me. I cannot give you the skill of seeing your own injustice and also the injustices or hurts of others. I do know that compassion matters as much as grief. She may be remembering being strong, being sexy, being powerful. How can she have those feelings with you? That is the question. How is an injustice or hurt to her if she's the one who cheated? Like, honestly, lady brought actual photos of the dude she cheated on you with into your new home. F all of that. Throw this bitch into the trash where she belongs. Reclaim your life. Update number 2, 21 days later. I went away for a bit without her. Keep in mind, I didn't go on vacation to Hawaii or anything. I went to a city I used to live in before I even met my wife. Basically, I wanted to see what life could be like without my wife. And honestly, I felt peaceful. I felt calm. I actually stopped thinking about my wife for a while. Something many of you commented was that my wife could have cheated on me while I was away. But I realized I really didn't care. I don't care if she cheats on me now or if she loves me. I just don't care anymore. When I got back, I actually hoped she would be gone. Not because I hate her or anything, but it'd save me some hassle if I could file divorce by abandonment. I'm assuming it's easier. I don't really know how it works. But no, she was still there. I told her my decision, and she begged me to try marriage counseling. I told her I really don't want to go through the hassle. She told me we should fight for us. I told her I just don't want to fight for us anymore. I don't care about our relationship anymore. We had a long talk, and eventually she accepted that I want a divorce. We're starting proceedings now, and I kept the pictures and already met with a lawyer before I got back. I figure it wouldn't hurt to keep the pics. Now I realize I probably should have left her all those years ago. Still, I don't regret what I'm doing now. Best comments. I think you're making the right choice here. You gave her a chance to redeem herself, and she didn't live up to her promises. She just had to keep pictures of someone she cheated with even when you both moved. That's her fault, not yours. I'm glad you read her actions instead of just her words this time. I hope you continue to find peace in the days ahead, and that the divorce process is a smooth one. I don't understand how people can defend your ex-wife and claim she did nothing wrong by keeping those photos. This is exactly why the dating world is so messed up. Too many people think like this. The number one problem nowadays is that people only care about themselves and never about their partners. She cheated. You gave her the incredible luck of forgiving her, and instead of respecting that, she had the nerve to bring those photos into your new house again. And still, there are people out there actually defending her. Unbelievable.